Is one of the most difficult things for native English speakers to learn when they're starting to learn Spanish. So let's get into it. The first thing to know is that es comes from the verb ser, which means to be, and está comes from the verb estar, which also means to be. And whenever you are talking about ser and estar, there are some rules to know. Most teachers will give you a huge list of rules, but I don't like that. I think it's difficult and I think it's hard to understand. So the simple rule is to use estar for a changing condition or for location. For everything else, you can usually use ser. Now let's get into es versus está. Now, if you are going to say está like this without the accent on the A, that's going to mean this, usually for an object that is feminine in Spanish. Now, what I think you're referring to is está, which would have an accent on the A. That is going to be estar, and it's going to be conjugated for he or she, and that is going to mean is. Okay, so let's talk about some examples so you can understand when to use ser and when to use estar. So we have to use ser for things that are characteristics or things that are unlikely to change. You could say, él es alto. If a person is tall, it's unlikely that they're going to become short. They're going to remain tall for the rest of their life. And this is a condition that's not going to change for them. But say, for example, you see me and I lose a bunch of weight. So my face is a lot thinner, and you first see me on TikTok as somebody who's a little bit chunkier. You could say, Sean está flaco, because it's a changing condition for you. You saw me when I was a little bit chunkier, and then you see me again and I lose a lot of weight. That's a change in my condition. So you're going to use Sean está flaco. Okay, now you also use estar for other types of condition changes as well. And the most difficult one for people to understand that I like to use a lot is está muerto. Está muerto. And the reason we say this is because somebody is changing from a condition from living to dead. And you also have to use está for location. You use it for location and you use it for change of condition. For everything else, you're going to use ser, and that's when you would say él es or ella es. And yeah, that's the difference between es, esta, and está. Hope that helps. If you have any more questions, let me know.